Hallelujah. Praise be to Jesus. Today, again, I would like to talk to you about how to recognize the voice of the Lord or how to recognize the direction that the Lord is guiding you. For example, just imagine you are walking into a place and there are 10, 15 people. As you walk into a place, all of a sudden, without you knowing, your eyes get focused on somebody. And you feel that that person is someone with a speciality. Now, there are lots of people sitting. There are 15 people sitting. But all of a sudden, your focus all of a sudden fall on somebody and you feel in your heart, that person is with a speciality. And you all of a sudden, you feel, that person looks an encourager. And you go on to that person and you just go and tell the person, looking at your face, you got a pleasing face. And it seems like you're an encourager. You can encourage people. And the person will say, yes, many people told me that. Where did you get that from? See, the Lord wanted to deliver a message to that person. And that why the Lord wanted to deliver a message to that person, why the Lord put all of a sudden attention to that person is because that person is going through a discouragement. Or that person is not understanding that there is an encouragement ministry in that person. And that person is not using the capacity that the Lord has given that person. So, but the Lord put that person on your focus and you see that person and you feel to say that to him or to her, but you decided not to. But let me tell you, you are missing something the Lord has spoken to you. When we are standing in the stages, in stage and preaching, there are thousands of people sitting. And all of a sudden, our focus just goes to a person who is wearing a red shirt or a special t-shirt or something. All of a sudden it goes and lands there. And we think, it may be because, just because of the t-shirt or the dress that girl is wearing, the t-shirt the man is wearing or the cap. No, not because of that. Because there's a message for that person. We won't recognize it. Instead, we will look at that person and we will say, we will look at the person, red shirt, white churidar, we will look at that thing and we turn around. But instead, the Lord is trying to tell that person something. We won't recognize it. Why? Because we are not thinking that the Lord will speak to me about that person through me. We don't even understand that. But the Lord was trying to tell that person something. Now, the question is, why the Lord want to tell you? When you are standing on the stage, why the Lord want to tell you? Because that place, you are in charge of that meeting. See, there are hundreds of other pastors maybe, hundreds of other people maybe, but while you are standing there, you are invited and you are standing there and you are the person through whom the Lord wants to speak. And your eyes fall on that person and you look at that person and call that person and say, come over here, my brother, come over here, my sister. The Lord wants to say something. If you can't have that boldness to say that much, as the person comes up, the Lord will tell you exactly what you need, what message you need to deliver to that person. But if you don't say that, you will, when you go back, you might be thinking, I know that the Lord wanted to say something. I knew it. We will know later. We knew it, but we forget. So what we need to do? Why God focuses some people in front of us? Why when a person comes, why the Lord direct us to that person? Why? Because the Lord wants you to deliver a message to that person. And we don't recognize it. When in Jeremiah chapter 18, the Lord wanted to speak to Jeremiah about Israel. And the Lord said, Jeremiah, you get up and go to the house of a potter. And Jeremiah went there. And the potter was working on the clay. See, this is another scenario we see where the Lord speaks to us through situations. But even to understand that, Jeremiah heard the Lord saying to go to the house of a potter. And when Jeremiah went there, the Lord used his illustration, how he can make, destroy, rearrange, put into a new vessel. The Lord spoke to him. But to reach there, Jeremiah has to listen. And Jeremiah heard. And when Jeremiah heard, Jeremiah went. See, this is where we need to understand. The Lord speaks through situations. Lord speaks to us through scenarios. Lord speaks to us through examples. Lord speaks to us through different ways. And that's the reason the Lord spoke to Abraham and said, look at the stars in the sky. He said, sand on the seashore. Why? It was the way the Lord spoke to Abraham. And Abraham looked up and said, your descendants will be numerous as the stars of the heaven. Okay, good. And on the sand on the seashore, he said, wow, that's good. But he heard it. And Lord used examples of the sky, examples of the sand on the seashore. And Abraham knew when the Lord was speaking. Why? Because from the beginning, Abraham had a habit to hear from the Lord. See, when you have a habit of hearing from the Lord always uses scenarios and examples so that your what He spoke to you will be confirmed and more affirmed. And that's what we need in our life. That's what we need in our life. And when we get into that relationship with God, and that's where we will get to know more about the Lord and what the Lord is speaking to you. Nothing comes in one day. Everything comes with a constant relationship with the Lord. When you have a clear desire that I want to hear more from God, not only for me, but for others. And when you are inquisitive, you are saying, Lord, is there any message for that person, message for this person, message that for that person, message for this person? You will be amazed how much the Lord speaks to you. But two things I will say again. One is courage. You must have the boldness and the courage to go and tell a person. Secondly, even if it's a mistake in the first or second time, don't worry. Continue to say what you feel in your heart. Why? Because once you are getting correct, twice, 3 times, 4 times, you know you are delivering the right message, then you know every time, yes, all the other things are feelings, but this is what exactly the Lord spoke. I will give you one more time. I will say, you said to one person it was wrong, to another person it was wrong, but you said to the third person it was absolutely right. When you hear from the Lord again, you will know that first one, for the person I said it was a feeling, to the second person I was a feeling, but the third person I heard it, I know this is how the Lord speaks. By the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh time, you will be more sharp, because you will know how you will have the understanding and idea how to differentiate between the feeling and the voice of the Lord. Please wait for Him. He is waiting for you, so that if you are ready to listen from Him, He will be ready to speak back to you. Maybe about a family member, maybe about your close friend. Usually the Lord always start speaking about your close friends. Starting from little, but getting into big things. Remain blessed, and thank you.